Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another episode of Left 4 Dead 2 Myth-Busting Mondays. And in today's video for the final myth, we're going to be testing to see if whether or not that if a tank can play the piano that is in the third chapter of Death Toll. Now, I'm not expecting the tank to all of a sudden be able to play Piano Man, but I would be interested in seeing if whether or not that the piano can respond to inputs like how that certain other things in the game respond to it, such as the microphone in the Dark Carnival finale. That being said, if you guys end up enjoying today's video, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, follow, and all that beautiful stuff. And if you also have a myth of your very own that you would like to have be featured in next week's episode, please by all means leave it here in the comments down below. Or also alternatively, you can leave within my Discord server, which is going to be linked down below in this video's description. And be sure to stick around for the full video, because at the very end of the video, I also have a cool bonus announcement as well. All that being said, guys, I hope you end up enjoying seeing this week's episode and the Halloween special of Left 4 Dead 2 Myth-Busting Mondays. Myth. Does Lewis have a preference for pain pills over adrenaline? Alrighty guys, myth number 1 is going to be submitted in by Vader. The good old question, does Lewis like pain pills to the degree that we think he does? So within the game, the bots do have a preference on weapons, so why can't they also have a preference on equipment? Let's put to the test and see if Lewis truly does love pain pills that much. Alright, so I'm going to be placing down some pain pills and adrenaline. Lewis is going to remain at 100 HP throughout the entire time, and we're just going to see if whether or not that he just instinctively picks up pain pills with no other outside influence. Okay, so we're going to test this 20 times. The first test, Lewis ends up picking up an adrenaline shot. When we unfreeze Lewis the second time, he once again picks up an adrenaline shot. Doing this for the third time, Lewis once again picks up an adrenaline shot. Doing this for the fourth time, he once again picks up an adrenaline shot. The fifth time was also an adrenaline shot, and it took Lewis all the way up to the sixth attempt to finally pick up pain pills. During the seventh test, he once again picked up pain pills. On test number 8, he once again picked up pain pills. On test number 9, he once again picked up pain pills. On test number 10, he went back to the adrenaline shot. On test number 11, he went back to pain pills again. On test number 12, he also went back to adrenaline again. On test 13, he picked pain pills again. In test 14, he once again picked pain pills. On test number 15, he once again picked pain pills. In test 16, he once again picked pain pills. Test 17 was pain pills. Test number 18 ended up being pain pills. And he also picked pain pills for both test 19 and the final one at 20. That means that the final total is 7 to 13, where he picked up an adrenaline shot 7 times and he picked up pain pills 13 times. This is not quite a 50-50, but it's pretty damn close, with only a difference of 3. Alright, so what are we going to label the myth as? So we could label it as confirmed due to the fact that yes, Lewis did indeed pick pain pills a little bit more than adrenaline shots, but instead of labeling it as confirmed, I'm actually going to label it as busted instead, or in this case, trick, because today is the Halloween special and I thought this would be cute. But yes, we are going to label the myth as busted, and this is why. Think of the choice between adrenaline and pain pills as two sides of a coin. When you do a coin flip with heads or tails, you might get heads a lot in a row and be on a winning streak. Same thing with tails. But at the end of the day, if you keep flicking that coin enough times, the average does end up being 50-50, which is why people do a coin flip for things such as when they don't know when to make a decision. And here's another thing to consider. If we were trying to look at the equipment, like how that the bots have preferences for certain weapons in the game, when there is a certain weapon in front of that particular survivor, they will always pick it up. It's not like a random chance, they will just always pick up their favorite gun. Whereas with Lewis here, with the equipment, he was rotating back and forth sometimes. So if he truly did have a preference, I feel like he would treat it like he does with the M16 or the assault rifles as his favorite gun preference. Myth. When playing as Ellis, if you use a vocalizer to apologize shortly after friendly fire, can he say, "The sun was in my eyes and maps set in the dark"? Alrighty guys, the second myth is submitted in by How About No. Now this did take a minute due to voice line RNG, but after enough times of getting shot by Dan as Ellis, you can see in the captions that Ellis does indeed say the line. So this is going to mean that myth number 2 is confirmed or treat, because once again, it's the Halloween special. Myth. Can a player-controlled jockey that's riding a survivor dodge bullets by repeatedly switching directions? Alrighty guys, myth number 3 is going to be submitted in by Rigamortem. Now by repeatedly switching directions, we're going to interpret this as just basically standing in place and doing this gyration motion. Now if I line up my crosshair in just the right spot, it looks like that as long as the jockey doesn't end up getting in the line of fire, if I shot at the wrong time, I would miss. But this can very easily be fixed by just spamming the hunting rifle. Now to answer the original question, yes, you can dodge bullets by doing this, which means that the myth would be confirmed. I would just not recommend that you do this unless you were in a desperate situation. Myth: can a hunter steal a kill from the witch? Alrighty guys, myth number 4 is going to be submitted by Crispy. What we're basically looking for is kill speed. So after I piss off the witch and Dan jumps on me as the hunter, we're just going to see if whether or not that the game considers Dan's damage as a factor, or if whether or not that the witch's damage is the priority. So when Dan jumps on me, he does indeed, in fact, get the final blow, therefore stealing the kill from the witch. Meaning that myth number 4 is confirmed, the hunter can indeed steal a kill from the witch. Myth: can the tank play the piano in Death Toll Chapter 3? Alrighty guys, and then the last myth of today's episode is submitted in by Wulon Durley. Now, when I first started hitting the piano as the tank, and I was listening, and I was really listening, I couldn't hear anything. And there was nothing popping up on my captions either to indicate that the piano was playing. I had tried punching it, then I also tried throwing a rock at it, and I personally was not able to hear anything, even though my music volume was up at full blast. Now, even though I personally couldn't hear anything, after a little bit, Dan did say that he could hear the piano going off. And he said that it sounded like it was actually playing. And I was thinking to myself, being like, well, why can't I hear it? And then I realized that I have my game volume extremely low, and it might be classified under gameplay sounds and not music sounds. And once I did that, I was finally able to hear the piano making sounds. And now I'm going to provide you guys with a gameplay example so that way you can hear it for yourselves. Just fair warning though, to make it where the piano is audible, the game has to be significantly louder, so just fair warning for anybody that's using headphones right now. So this is going to mean that the last myth of today's episode is going to be confirmed. The tank, yes indeed, can play the piano on Death Toll. It's not pretty, but you gotta respect him for trying. Alrighty guys, but that is it here for today's video, and I do truly hope you all ended up enjoying it. If you did, please consider dropping a like, comment, subscribe, follow, and all the beautiful stuff. And if you also have a myth of your very own that you would like to be featured in next week's episode, please by all means leave it here in the comments down below. Or also, alternatively, you can leave within my Discord server, which is going to be linked down below in this video's description. Alrighty guys, and now that we're at the end of the video, I do have a quick announcement to make, and it's not quite my second YouTube channel or my Epic Games supporter creator code due to Epic being my first sponsor like you're normally used to hearing, but if you guys want to check out both of those, that definitely would still be appreciated. Instead, today I am announcing an extra piece of content that you can come to expect from me. Long story short, you all seem to really enjoy my sleep theme videos the most out of anything I've ever uploaded to my channel. Videos such as my compilations of my older series, and the main one, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you all have seen at this point, is my Left 4 Dead 2 Iceberg video, where I ended up changing my speaking style so that way you guys could have the video on in the background or be able to easily fall asleep to. Because you guys seem to enjoy these videos quite a lot, and I also enjoy making them and feeling happy that I can be able to alleviate you guys of your insomnia, I decided that this is a niche that I would like to lean into. So this is what I plan to do. I still plan on making compilation videos of my old series when enough episodes stockpile. Examples can be such as episodes 101 through 200 of Mythbusting Mondays, which should happen anytime soon, and occasionally the essay type of videos such as like the Left 4 Dead 2 Iceberg. In the meantime though, until those videos eventually do come out, starting today, what I am going to be doing is I am going to be releasing dedicated sleep-themed videos via YouTube memberships. This is basically like Patreon, but through YouTube. This is so that way I can avoid taking bad sponsorship deals, so that way you guys don't get ads for things you're possibly not interested in. This way I can also have quality control, so that way the videos are up to my standard and your standard as an audience. And thirdly, this makes it so that way you guys regularly have content that you can watch while you're waiting for the next compilation video or the next essay video. And there's also going to be other added perks as well, but the main one is going to be the videos, which I know you will probably all care about the most. And this is 100% optional, by the way. No harm, no foul if you guys don't want to be a member. This will be just something I'll mention at the end of my videos, like my supporter creator code. I will conclude with this. I am going to have one video up on my channel absolutely for free of me doing a reaction to the Left 4 Dead 2 Steam Workshop with thunderstorm sound effects. That way you guys can get a rough idea of what the content is going to be like and just simply see if you like it. I will provide a link down below in this video's description to the video, so that way in case any of you guys are interested. But yeah guys, with all that being said, I hope you ended up enjoying seeing another YouTube video from the most unique YouTuber you guys are ever going to see. Thanks for watching guys, I love all of you, and peace out.
Hey meme lords, Jesus here, and you better have enjoyed that video there by the eternal god Daddy Ninja. You should probably subscribe too, or the mighty Moab will come for your balls. If you enjoyed the video, you might like it too, and give me the memes. Flash, bang, boom!